Hello YouTube, W&J's Handy Dad here. Today we're going to There's 8 of these little plastic trim pieces. Now if yours is a lot like mine, probably a lot of them are already broken or will break when you remove them, so it's good to have some spares. And then inside each wheel well are 3 more plastic retainers. Again, depending on the condition of your car, they may be mismatched, broken, or whatever, so you need to be prepared to replace them. And once you remove the plastic tabs that hold the fender liner in, if you peel it back, there's a 10mm bolt right there. Before you try to pull the bumper off, I think it's a good idea to remove these side lenses. The instructions, believe it or not, actually say to pull the bumper off and that these will fall out and hang by the wires. I'm not making that up. I just think that's a terrible idea. So to get that out, you see it has that plastic tab right there. When you're inside the car, you just want to push it a little bit. Just kind of have your hand on the outside and just reach down through, and when you kind of get your finger in there, just you'll feel it release and then slide out, and then obviously just take the bulb out of the fixture. So that's what the light looks like from inside. You just push on that tab and then the fixture will slide out. And the last part is removing the supposed to be 7mm bolts on the bottom of your bumper cover. As many as 8. Notice, looks like mine is, they never put them back on. So I may not have any to show you, but and then if you have fog lights, it says to remove the fog lights as well. I'm thinking since mine are aftermarket, I may be able to leave them on. And there is a probably 10mm nut on my passenger side that wasn't there on the driver's side, so it is back inside of that part there. I'm going to have to remove that. You see the bumper covers already coming off, so that is the last thing holding it on. So there's what it took to do it. I've got the socket wrench with one extension, then in here is one of those elbow joints, and then a long extension, 1mm deep well socket. So been messing with it for a while, but finally got it loose. Here is the inside of the bumper cover. So there's a couple things you can do. One is take some PVC pipe and put in there, or if you want to spend a little bit more money, you can get some copper pipe and just kind of bend it around. Obviously both can be pretty close in weight, and then obviously it just depends on how thick a PVC you get, whether it'll be as strong as the copper pipe. So I have to decide if I want to leave this in and just try to attach them together here, or yank them out and then, like I said, put maybe PVC pipe through here and down across the bottom with some 90-degree connections in it. And then this where it's cracked, I'm going to try to clean this out here with some lacquer thinner. And I'm going to just try to fix it with crazy glue and baking soda, which kind of is like a quick epoxy. See, that's already hardened up. So I keep a hodgepodge of plastic panel clips on hand because you just never know. The ones that seem to fit in here are 10mm base. So I'm going to go ahead and put all new clips in here. Except for the second one in, it looks like it's smaller. It may be an 8mm base. So it appears that it's 10mm, 8mm, 10mm, 10mm. So the inside fender ones are 8mm base clips. You need 3 on each side. Like I said, I'm going ahead and replacing all of them rather than trying to reuse the old broken ones. So there's the brand new. Then reinstall your marker light. Just make the electrical connection. Fish the wire back in there, and then there's really only one way it can go in, and just kind of snaps in. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and please tell your friends about my channel. Thank you very much.